how to use your imagination to see the past and the future of anybody and also your life. Listen to me very carefully. Now, what I'm about to teach to you this morning is going to blow your mind and it's going to change your life completely. Now, your imagination is very, very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. It's very extraordinary. It can do the undoable. What you think is not possible, your imagination is capable of doing it. But the problem here is, do you know how to use it effectively? That is the problem here. Do you know how to use it effectively? Now, if it's your first time watching me and you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. So whenever I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And if you've not joined my prophetic school, kindly use the link below to join my prophetic school and also get my prophetic course. Join the School of Meditation. Thank you and God bless you. Now, how can I use my imagination to see the past, the present, and the future of anybody and also your life? So this principle is applicable to anybody and you can also use it for your life. For many of you, you don't know what is going to happen to you in the future. You don't know how your future looks like. Some of you do not know your purpose. Some of you do not know what God has called you to do. Some of you do not know what you are here on earth to do. So some of you are just living life, but you don't know what to do here on earth. Now listen to me very carefully. Your body, the human body, is limited. It means the human body is limited by time. It is time-based. So it has to sleep, rest, then continue the next day. But listen to me. The soul is not limited. It's not time-based. It's not governed by time. It can transcend time. It can go to 1,000 years before and also go to 1,000 years ahead. So meaning you can see 10 years of somebody's life, 5 years of somebody's life, you can see 12 years of somebody's life, you can see 3 days of somebody's life, 4 days, 15 weeks, you can see 1 year of somebody's life. Now, how do you do this thing? Now, let me give you a practical example. If I ask you now, sit down, do you remember the last time you traveled? You boarded a plane, the clothes you wore? Let me ask you, let's say for example, the last time you traveled was like maybe let's say 2 years ago. Let's just assume 2 years ago. Let's just assume the last time you traveled maybe out of the country was 2 years ago or a year ago. And I asked you, can you remember when you traveled, when you were traveling to let's say maybe you're traveling to Canada or you're traveling to Singapore, and I asked you, can you remember everything vividly? Now, you'll be able to remember. Why? Because what takes you back there, how you begin to see the clothes you wore, is your imagination. So what did you do? All you need to do was to remember and think. You remember, you think. So you think and you go back. So listen, when I ask you, say, wow. I remember when I was boarding the plane, I was putting on a black trouser, I was putting on a very fine shirt with colors, and I was putting on a cap, I hold my suitcase, and I was at the airport. I used Soso airline, and there was somebody, I sat at number something on the plane, and when we got to the airport. It was like an 8 hours flight, and when I got there I was very tired and happy, and I began to eat the food. Now listen to me, what were you seeing? A year ago, that was the last time you traveled. It means your imagination took you back. You were able to use your imagination to see the past. How was I able to ask you to see the past? Was because I asked you a question. Words triggers your imagination. Listen, words that are questions triggers your imagination to take you back. Meaning that if I question you, I use a word to question you. What did you see yesterday? Immediately, your imagination travels back. It travels back to take you to the point where you saw those things. How you see it, you begin to see the colors and everything. Now you just traveled back to the future. Now how can you use the same principle to travel to the future? No, you travel to the past. How can you use the same principle to travel to the future? The same principle is applicable. But what you need to do is, number one, you need to enter into a very deep relaxation state for you to move into the future. And again, you need to understand something. The present can help you create the future you want to see. Your imagination will expand on it and show you things vividly. So now, what do I want to do? I want to see where I want to be in the next 2 years. I want to see where I want to be in the next 3 years. I want to see where I want to be in the next 2 years. I want to see the life of somebody. Some of you have seen me prophesy, and I will say, oh, in 2 years' time, this thing is going to happen. I can remember a lady called me from Italy. I gave her a prophecy in 2023. I told her she's going to get married in the year 2025. Listen, she's going to get married in the year 2025. And this is what is going to happen. She's going to get a better job. And exactly 2025, March this year, she got married. Exactly 2020. Now, the question is, how was I able to see and saw the year that she's going to get married in the year 2025? Now, what did I do? She asked me a question. Sir, please, when am I going to get married? That question triggered something in me. So now, the moment that she asked that question, so I said that, I began to see that. Now, what did I do next? I began to picture her, focus on the picture, focus on the image, focus on the person. Sometimes many of you have seen me, I don't need to see your face, I only need to hear your voice to travel. Like I've always said, the future, the present past of somebody is embedded inside the voice of a person, right? I used to teach this thing a lot. So I can use your voice, I can use your face, but for now, let me teach you your face. So you can just look at the person's face, and the question is, where am I going to be in the next 2 years? What is going to happen to my life? So you need to be specific with the questions that you are asking. So the next thing you need to do is to focus your attention on the person's face. You can use to prophesy to anybody in a gathering, in anywhere you are, online, offline, in church, anywhere. Even many of you have seen me prophesy political stuff, nations. This one is going to be the president. This one is going to be the governor. You've seen it. How did I do it? Focus. So let's say, for example, they brought 3 candidates. I begin to focus on them. I'm like, who is the next president? Who is going to be the next president? And I focus on the image I am seeing. And all of a sudden, I'll begin to travel. Because the reason why you're able to travel to the past was because you focused on the past. Listen, it's because the word triggered you, the question you asked triggered you, and you focused on the past. So your memory was like, I'll take me to the past. So we are focused on what did I do before? How did I? So now the question is, where am I going? What is going to happen in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years? What is this lady going to do? Is she going to marry? So you need to just focus on the person. So as you focus on the person, you close your eyes, you focus. Just focus. As you focus on the person's face, all of a sudden a picture will come. 1 picture, before you know, 2 pictures, 3 pictures, 4 pictures. The secret to this thing is focus. If you can focus on the event in front of you, you will see the future, because the present creates the future. So for you to see the future, you need to focus on the present to see the future. So what is the present? The present is what I am currently seeing now. So I want to use that thing that I'm currently seeing now to take me to the, because there is no future without the present. You can't go to the future if you are not in the present. So you have to be in the present for you to go to the future. So that is very simple, practical thing that you need to understand. So I need to be in the present. What am I seeing in the present right now? So in the present, this is what I am seeing. So I need to focus on that present that I'm seeing and trigger my imagination with a question. I trigger it with a question. What is going to happen in the next 2 years? Where am I going to be in the next 2 years? So I'm focusing on the present of that thing, the image, the voice, and I'm there, focused. I'm going to teach about how to stay focused, because a lot of us cannot stay focused. So that is why many of us cannot see. Because if you're not focused, you cannot see. So all you need to do is, there are many ways you can stay focused. You can use music to help you stay focused. You can just, sometimes I can just put on my earpiece and I'm just there listening, and I'm focused on the image, because I want my attention to be still into that thing. So when I'm there like that, I'm just looking at it, and before you know, I will travel. The realm of the imagination is the realms of the spirit. If you can imagine, you are seeing the realms of the spirit. Anything you desire is already available. God, I wish you guys can understand what I'm saying. Anything you desire is already available. What you imagine, you are there. The realms of your imagination is the realms of the spirit. So it means that if you imagine something and you focus on that thing that you are seeing right now, you'll be taken into another chapter, into another dimension of your life. So you can use this principle to see the future, the past of anybody. So the present creates the future. So all you need to do is focus on the what you are seeing right now. What are you seeing right now? I'm seeing your face. As I'm looking at your face, I'm beginning to ask questions that will trigger my mind. So I ask question, what is going to happen to this person's life? When is this person? There are 3 candidates now. Who is going to be the president of this country? I begin to look. All of a sudden, maybe I will now begin to see things. I now begin to use memory. Things begins to come to my mind. And I will now know that this is what is going to happen. So that's how many of the times, in short, these are even great prophets. Prophet of the old used to see the future and prophesy the future and see the past of people. And this is very simple. You need focus, you need a word that will trigger your imagination, and you need to focus on the present, because the present is what creates the future. Thank you for watching this video. I know this video has blessed you a lot. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, so whenever I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And if you've not joined my prophetic school, use the link below to join my prophetic school and also get my prophetic course. Thank you, and God bless you. Shalom.